Hello viewers and welcome to this new video. Today we are in Battle of Warships sailing in the German battleship Scharnhorst. So what do I say about the ship? Well, this is basically everything in a single package. You have speed that is quite high. Even compared to Alsace, you have a definitely very high speed, even though you do not use any kind of speed flag. You still have one of the best speed of a battleship, with also a very good maneuverability. It's not the best though, speed is very good, but usually if you have a very good speed, the maneuverability is not the best anyway, because of the angular movement of the ship. About the rest of the ship, you have very good torpedoes and secondary guns that you can use in close range engagements, and you definitely are gonna need those in this kind of battles. But the problems with the ship is that even though she has everything, all that she has is not the best, especially battleship wise, because what does have a battleship do? Guns, and powerful guns, I mean, and a lot of tankiness. And this ship does not have those things. Health pool, it has a quite low on that, even though, yeah, she does have quite a lot of HP, but you're gonna have high tier battles, so that's not good having, you see, I have a maximum of 219,000 HP, and that's not enough at all. This is likely a battle cruiser. Also the guns, even though they reload 1 second faster than the average 11-second reload guns on high tier battleships, you still have like half of the damage that the other ships do, and gaining 1 second of advantage, it's not good at all, while you have half a second, half the damage that a normal ship does. Well, about this battle, yeah, if you get the right position, you are gonna do a good battle. And that's what I am gonna do in this battle, because pushing with the ship is not a good idea unless you're pushing only one ship, and that one ship is not a ship that is able to push you, because, for example, in like 3.5 broadsides by a Yamato, you can go down because the damage that she does to you is impressive, and you deal like less than half the damage a Yamato deals to you. And that's the problem with the ship. Anyway, using the islands as cover, you definitely can get close to the ships. In this case, I'm firing at a Yamato combined with an Atago, and using the islands as cover, I'm not taking any damage at all, or at least only 1 or 2 shells are passing through the island and hitting me. Against cruisers, by the way, the ship works very well. In fact, against that Atago right there, I'm dealing a lot of damage. And I can still tank cruiser AP and HE. And it is a good thing, because at least I have something that I can fight without losing too many HP. With a few salvo, I am able to get out every ship that is a cruiser, and with good maneuverability, almost every torpedo is out the way. And look at these clutch torpedoes that was very close to me. I can shoot every ship. The problem, again, is that I cannot tank those, so I have to pay attention on them, and when they are destructed, I can fire them. But if they are not destructed and instead are watching at me, for example, that Yamato right there was destructed, but at the point that the teammate was killed and she had no targets other than me to shoot at, she immediately looked at me because I am a very good target to shoot at. Not very big, but I am still a battleship and with low HP, so she can take a few salvos on me. Fortunately, my teammates got her before she could harm me a lot. Yukikaze right there, I completely underestimated that guy. Yeah, I have a good speed, but while I am paying attention on the aircraft carriers and the other teammates on the map, I definitely underestimated his torpedoes, and fortunately I did not took all of them, and I was also using the speed increase that made me quite fast, I mean very fast, 44 knots, and that's very good. And I managed to take him out even though I had AP loaded. On long range, as you could see, Yamato is definitely harming me, and even though it's almost maximum range, the damage I deal to her is almost nothing compared to what she deals to me. At this point I'm fighting for my life. It's a 2v3 and they have definitely a big advantage. I'm trying to dodge most torpedoes as I can, failing many maneuvers, and I mean that torpedo right there I could definitely have dodged. Fortunately, here I would have probably died if I did not immediately stop and go backwards, and I don't know how the hell I managed to evade that torpedo right there. Fortunately, right here I had confidence on myself, and even though only one flying shell could hit me and destroy me, I was ready to do that, because even with a 3v1 I can do something, and now that it's a 2v1 that our last teammate got a kill with fire on one of the enemies, I was quite confident I could do that. If I got the kill on the Graf Zeppelin, the battle was almost done. The problem was that I wanted a lot of damage on this battle, and I tried to push in the Graf Zeppelin, and it was not a problem at all because I can dodge many torpedoes, and Graf Zeppelin did a mistake. While I was dodging torpedoes, I definitely kept an eye on her, and as soon as I saw her coming out from the island while she was going backwards, I took many shots on her, and definitely it played in my advantage because I did manage to kill her while dodging some other few torpedoes she launched on me. With a few salvo, I took her out. Fortunately, if I did not take her out, she would have launched me other torpedoes, and even though I only took like 2 or 3 torpedoes from her, or also 4, I don't remember right now, I could still die by her torpedoes because she did not have a bad aim. It was just me that with my insane speed I managed to dodge almost every torpedo. And now it was me against Yamato. At this point I already had a lot of damage dealt, but I wanted definitely more. I could have left this battle in a draw basically, even though technically we won both. I wanted definitely more damage, and with the potential damage that I can deal on Yamato, it was definitely a kill that I had to get. I started to closing in the distance while she was definitely running away. I definitely do not know why. I don't think she was offline because she was still pointing her guns to me, even though I was not in her range. But that's a choice that she makes. and I definitely wanted the damage, so I started to push in very heavily. Still, I was half HP and potentially even one full broadside from her could have destroyed me almost. And so I kept islands as cover while closing the distance. She started to close the distance too, but in a very weird maneuvering way. And I did not know what the hell was happening on her, so I used my speed boost and get as close as possible at her. If she wanted to fight, this was the right time. Staying behind the island, I took a few salvos while trying to keep an angle on her, and if she shot at me, I could dodge most of the shells. She still was not firing at me, until now, and she did hit me. Fortunately, nothing massive, only like 2 hits, and that is good for me, I guess. Still, she is shooting at me, but I'm not shooting at her anymore because only one shell could pass on the other side of the island, and I would not have hit her anyway. Now it's definitely an advantage position for me because we are very close to each other, and if she decides to push me, I can get her with secondaries and torpedoes, and even though I do not deal a lot of damage and she deals a lot of damage on me instead, I can still manage to take her out. Unfortunately, I'm quite underestimating the power of Yamato right here. I launched my torpedoes and she made a very good maneuver avoiding those, even though I still got some few damage with my guns. Now my torpedoes on the right side were gone, and I had to reload those if I wanted to get a better brawl on her on the other part, on the other side of the island. She still was not looking at me. I don't know why again, but this gives me a little bit more of time to play with her and get from her back and shoot a few salvos while she's not pointing her guns to me. I waited right there to load my torpedoes and see what she was gonna do, and she was going away. And with that I decided to push in, because if she goes away too much, I cannot be as effective as I would if I am close. She is turning in though, and so that gave me a little hope to win the battle. Getting out of the island, I already started shooting at her. I launched torpedoes, but she was already turning away, so those torpedoes were not gonna hit, I mean, not very well. She got a literally very heavy broadside on me, and she dealt a lot of damage, and I knew that if I wanna win this match, I had to bring my back gun to bear. I shoot my forward guns and my back guns, and right before she shoots, I managed to kill her. And this is Scharnhorst. Not the best ship ever, but still works. This is more a battle cruiser than a battleship, and that is definitely true. So, I hope so much you've enjoyed this video. And even though it was not the best battle, it was still a good one with good engagements. Though, if you liked it, remember to leave like and subscribe to similar content, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.